time, but I'll just touch on a couple of the tables to remind you what happened last year, and maybe that'll help us think what might happen this year. Countries, we review and identify the top 25 each year, and I'll just put up the top 10 of last year. Spain moving up, Australia moving strongly up, making a bit of a comeback. Germany slipped a bit, and the top 5 were Thailand, 5th again, which is wonderful. France and Argentina were 3rd equal last year, and so France has now been 3rd or 3rd equal for the last 4 years in a row. And then, interestingly, at the top, USA, which is top of the table 7 years out of 8, last year actually came 2nd, and Great Britain managed to beat them for the first time. And when we look at the work, by the way, and think of the work from last year, they really had a bumper year in Great Britain. It hasn't been quite so good this year, and I think that probably the USA will regain top slot in this table. Now, obviously, we should mention advertisers because they're the guys who make it possible for us to have the fun of making ads for a living. And again, we identify and review the top 25 each year. Interestingly, I'll just go straight to the top of the table, and we've had the same top 5. The same 5 advertisers have been the top 5 on the table for the last 2 years in a row, but the order changed a bit because the number in brackets is where they were last year. So Adidas rather came 5th, having been 2nd. Honda were 4th, Nike 3rd, Sony 2nd, but top of the table for a remarkable 7th year in 8, Volkswagen, which is wonderful. And this is where the creative revolution with Bill Bernbach all started in the late 60s. And the other thing that's wonderful about Volkswagen is that whereas maybe Honda and Adidas, for example, get most of their points from a couple of blockbuster campaigns in a couple of markets, the Volkswagen 50 points there came from a grand total of 12 different markets and 13 different agencies, and a grand total of 28 different car models and themes. So these guys just seem to have creativity in their DNA or something. And here's a good one for the new business directors, because this shows now the comprehensive table of the most awarded advertisers in the world in the last 8 years. And the figure in brackets is the number of years they've been in the table. So Volkswagen, Sony, and Nike have been in all 8 years in a row, and so on. Now, looking at print, wonderful print last year. By the way, I do think we've got very good print this year, having seen the print winners last night and the outdoor winners the night before. Anyway, here's just a quick, rapid worldwide tour of some of the highlights of last year of print, so that you can measure this year's winners against them. 2 from the automotive category to start with. This is for the Volkswagen R32, and it's from Germany, and the theme is overtake faster. And so this is logging, overtake faster. This is the wonderful science campaign from France, from BETC, Euro RCG, and the message is that sat-nav is now standard. And this is snow. This poor little mite, as you can see, has been born with a tattoo and a lip stud. And this guy's sniffing panties in the shape of the PlayStation symbols. We have one at London for Heinz Spider-Man pasta. This is the Tide Stain to Go pen. Stamps campaign from Malaysia. And it's Amnesty International, but the theme is to write to the leaders of oppressive regimes, intimidate the dictator of Zimbabwe, write to him. A few sentences could stop, a few paragraphs could stop a death sentence. And write to him and help stop torture at Guantanamo Bay. Remember, use simple words. Species of the California coast. This is the cigarette. And this is World Wildlife Fund in Thailand. Forests are for life. So this one is called Crocodile and Elephant. And this is a superb idea from Lieutenant Libido in South Africa, And the actual posters were actual blankets stuck in the walls around the city, and it's saying, support the homeless this winter. If you're cold or know somebody who does, take this blanket. Take this poster. This is a campaign that's won a lot this year, won a school at Cannes last year. It has these sort of icons, stick-on pictures to tell a story, and you start with the hand gear. So you've got these two cowboys who meet on the range, one falls from his horse, they go back to the campfire, they have a vodka, they have a few more vodkas, good-looking guys as you can see again. It's so involving, the kid can feel himself going into battle with a soldier, or there before the fight with the boxer. And this is from your office in your RCG in Holland for the Peugeot 1007, the van with sliding doors, which the car in front has not got. Harry's bread, nice and soft, from France. From Thailand for Mineri Foot Care, love your feet. This is a wonderful campaign from Portugal for a magazine, Grande Reporter Gem magazine. This is in your exhibition, I'm sure of it. And it's the flags campaign. So this is the flag of Angola, and red is people infected with HIV. This is from an excellent agency in Thailand called your RCG Flagship, and it's for Channel 11 #1 News, putting you, the viewer, right into the heart of the action. This is Businessman, Housewife. This was fourth equal most awarded, together with this wonderful ad from Malaysia for Land Rover Owners Club, which is called Directions. And also from Asia, and this is the second most awarded last year, the Run Free Roads campaign for Nike from China, JWT, but the most awarded is the calendar campaign from DDB in London, and it's for Harvey Nichols, which is a very posh Knightsbridge department store, and this explains how you can each month afford to buy the object of your desire, such as these lovely shoes. Eat baked beans for a month, don't feed the cat, start a large jigsaw and don't go out, or use the telephone book in the lavatory. Right, agencies. This is a very, very key chapter in the report each year, and in fact, Jacques himself coined the nickname for this chapter, which is the Top 50 Club, because we review and talk about the top 50 agencies in the world every year. And anyone who ever gets in this table is a great agency. It must be a joy to work in any of them. But we'll just here start near the top. And I think, honestly, some applause for BETC, your RCG, who were not just in the top 50, but the 12th most awarded agency in the world last year, up from 15th the year before. Bravo. Then up to, that's, I think, 6th place was Wieden & Kennedy, and here's the top 5. We actually had, interestingly, the top 5, 4 of these have been previous winners of the table. So Dentsu, who were third equal, were the winner of the table in 2001. Crispin Porter and Boguski were the winner in 2003. Abbott Lee Vicker won the table in 2000. TBWA Paris has never won the table, but they've been second twice, or 3 times I think, and usually they get the most points in print. And last year, thanks to AIDS and to also another public service category, they did quite well on TV as well. So they must be wondering what they've got to do to win, but the answer is they've got to get 43 points, for example. And the most awarded agency was DDB in London. And actually, this is the second time they've been top of the table. And there's one other agency that's been top twice, which is Alma BBDO in Sao Paulo. And I just wanted to show a couple of charts here, which are good news for you, because these are the top 12 agencies in France for the past 3 years, in the USA in the last 3 years. And there you have, going all the way up from Saatchi, Grupo Gallegos, Goodby Silverstein, Fallon, etc., etc., BBDO, Leopold, DDB. Arnold is the third most awarded agency in the USA over 3 years. So well done, Arnold and the ECC or RCG. And Okay, the final section in the Gunn Report each year, the one that maybe the journalists spend the most time on, is agency networks. And I think I'm going to go straight to the top here, because basically these three guys have been the top three for 3 years in a row. And in fact, DDB topped the table 3 years ago, TBWA topped it in 2005, and BBDO topped it last year. And actually, this makes, because we've had 8 years of Gunn Report, and 4 agencies have ever been top of this table. Leopold has been top once, TBWA has been top once, DDB has been top twice, and BBDO have been top the other 4 times. And you know, this agency has got a very single-minded philosophy, because their slogan is the work, the work, the work. And that's better than the meetings, the meetings, the meetings, or the politics, the politics, the politics. One more chart that I think we can appreciate and perhaps applaud. After 8 years, there's only 6 agencies left in the world who've been in the top 50 agencies all 8 years in a row. And one of these is Arnold Worldwide Boston. So bravo. Anyway, no. I'm not going to show more commercials. We've seen a bit of print. We've seen 4 commercials at the beginning. And we've got a lot of commercials to see on our Cannes Predictions reel. And we can't afford to take more than an hour this morning. But this is showing you what the top 10 commercials were in the world last year. 10th was Honda Civic Choir. 9th was the Vodafone campaign from the UK and Canada. Bangkok Insurance was 4th. Carlton Draft Big Ad was 3rd. Sony Bravia TV Bulls was 2nd. And Guinness Evolution spelled backward, Michael Louvet was 1st. And the good news is, for those who are about to do the contest, is that all of these top 10, oh, I'm going too far ahead now. I want to go back. Good. All of these top 10 were in our Cannes Predictions last year in this very room. So hopefully we're going to repeat that achievement of having all the top 10 in the 22 in your contest form. But the last thing I'll do before we start the contest is just make a couple of comments on these top 10. Because in the course of the year I get roped in now and again, you know, festivals or agency or client conferences to talk about the study that I did back in the 90s at Leopold, do award-winning commercials sell. And this study, in fact, if you want a sort of soundbite, established the fact that commercials with award-winning qualities are 2.5 times more likely to be associated with success in the marketplace than commercials on average. So that makes sense of the fact that we do think it's worth coming to Cannes and so on. But the 90s, the 2 years I presented this thing at Cannes were 94 and 96. And that was quite a long time ago. So what about these top 10 of 2006, last year? Did these work for the client in the marketplace or not? Guinness. The Good Things advertising, 3 weeks of a 6-week TV burst, and this returned Sony to #1 in the market for the first time for 3 years. Carlton Draft in Australia, the Made for Beer campaign, is now in its 3rd year. The Big Ad installment consolidated its position as the 2nd largest selling tap beer in the country, and it's seen the brand grow by an astonishing 20%. In the case of Bangkok Tire, Bangkok Insurance Tire Robbery, that campaign, within 6 months of launch, Bangkok Insurance sales had grown by 13%. Now 30% is a lot of money in the financial category. Through the campaign, they made a gift set with the product banded with a DVD of the 4 commercials, and they sold out 4.25 million of these gift sets within 2 weeks. Canal Plus, this is amazing, a TNS survey revealed that 10% of new subscribers were actually citing this commercial. Over 1 million people signed up for Stop the Clock, the talk for up to 60 minutes, pay for 3 deal within 6 months, and the average length of call increased by 56%, the number of calls by 21%. And also we heard about Honda already in terms of the brand preference shift, but in addition, over 3.5 million people downloaded the Acquire app. So basically, what about 2007? So we're going to hand out now your contest forms, and I hope everyone's got a pencil of sorts. Wait. Okay, the idea here is, as you can see, there's 22 items on the contest form.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
All of these should be on the short list that the jury are considering now. What they're doing up in the Palais at the moment, they've got the short list, and they've also done a blind vote with the whole jury seeing the work and just marking it out of 10. And they've now got sheets category by category listing the spots on the campaigns in each category in order of average vote. And now they're going to go through category by category all day, picking the bronzes and the silvers and the golds. And later on this afternoon, probably about 5, they'll revisit all the golds and see them again and decide from this year's Grand Prix. So, are you here? Where? Oh, there they are. So, Emma Wilkie and Matt Cooper are the joint managing directors of the Gunn Report, and we've got a new product which is the Gunn Report Library, which is an online library of the best TV commercials of all time. A very selective library. We've only put in 2,150 commercials from the whole world and the whole history of advertising since 1962, and you can find things in wonderful ways by strategies and formats and advertising features as well as, and it's cool.
You give a little love, and it all comes back to you. You're gonna be remembered for the things that you say to do. You give a little love, and it all comes back to you. You're gonna be remembered for the things that you say and do. You give a little love and it all comes back to you.
This marvelous chance to win.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty.
I feel pretty, I'm bright.
I
Oh, so charming. It's alarming how charming I feel.
I'm so pretty.
That's why I want to keep memories of everything. And that's why I use Energizer E-squared lithium in my cameras. So I can immortalize many more moments.
สวัสดีครับเมียผมมีอะไรดีๆมานำเสนอประกันครับผมสายตาของคนทั่วไปเวลามองเซลล์ขายประกันเนี่ยครับแมงสาบ
ม้าฟังหน่อยดิ
คือผมเห็นลูกเฮียเนี่ยก็ยังเล็กกันอยู่นะครับเกิดจู่ๆเฮียตายขึ้นมาเนี่ยลูกเฮียเกิดกันเละเลยลูกเด็กไปละต้องทำมาแช่งนายขายประกันเกินใครๆก็ต้องรังเกียจสวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
ทานหรือยังครับ
ขอยังค่ะ
น่าจะทำนะครับถ้าเจ๊โดนก็ถึงตายเจ๊ยังพาไปไหนอ่ะ
ขอแต่งมาไฟเพียงเดี๋ยวก็มาถึงตลาด
เป็นไงครับปลอดภัยแล้วครับดีนะครับมาทัน
ขอบใจมากนะที่นายช่วยตีเล็กไว้อะ
ผมมี200ช่วยค่ารักษาให้เฮีย
ไม่ต้องเดี๋ยวบริษัทนายก็มาจ่ายให้เองอะ
อ้าวเฮียยังไม่ทำประกันไม่ใช่เหรอ
ทำแล้วทำในชื่อนายด้วยต่อไปเนี่ยครอบครัวเนี่ยก็ต้องฝากให้นายดูแลด้วยนะ
ขอบคุณครับเฮีย
We were just wondering about the price of this golf.
The golf.
Yeah, the golf. Oh.
Can you tell us how much it is?
Yes.
It's 11,995.
o dos más.
Three spots in this campaign.
It's in your heart of beauty, and even in this world lies obscurity. You got innocence in your eyes, even in this world lies. You're still hopeful, very sexy. Okay, okay, till we make love. Till we make love. Till we make love. Till we make love. So run, 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 run.
Mix 1 and 2 and make the new S3.
Grazie da Vespa.
ำไรอ่ะปอนไม่ใช่หรอไม่ได้มาปอนมาทำไมน่าเบื่อก็พี่อ่ะบอกให้ใช้โฟมนอนได้ไงโฟมนี่อ่ะได้เนี่ยโฟมที่ไม่มีฟองสมูทอีเบบี้เฟสโฟมไม่ทิ้งสารตกค้างที่เป็นสาเหตุหนึ่งของการเกิดสิวว้าว
เนี่ยโฟมสมูทอีเบบี้เฟสโฟมตอนพ่อไม่เข้าใจ
พี่อ้ายหนูสวยนะสวยหนูอ่ะไม่อยากเรียนหนังสือนะหนูอ่ะอยากจะไปเป็นดาราซื้อหนังหาเนี่ยอ่านซะมากสนใจซะมากวันนี้เอาแต่ส่องกระจกนะไอ้บิ๊กนี่มีวิชั่นไหมวิชั่นอะสมองอะคิดสิคิดพ่อไม่ญี่ปุ่นเหรอไม่พูดพ่อเลยอะพ่อไอ้คนนี้มันทำอะไรเปลี่ยนฉันเองค่ะลูกอะก็เหมือนผิวหน้าที่ต้องขัดเกลาอย่างอ่อนโยนสมูทอีเบบี้เฟสค่ะมีสมูทบีบเม็ดเล็กๆช่วยกระจัดเซลล์ผิวเก่าได้อย่างอ่อนโยนกับเรียนหนังสือนะคะค่ะเราชุดการใส่
ใหม่สมูทอีเบบี้เฟสครับ
This one's called materialism.
ต่อฝ่าวัตถุ
อะไร
ไม่ได้กินข้าวหลายวันแล้วพี่
ทำไมไม่กินอ่ะ
จะเก็บเงินซื้อกระเป๋าใหม่
อะบ้าวัตถุ
หนูเปล่า
ของพวกเนี้ยของนอกกายมาแล้วก็ไปเป็นภาพลวงตาก็เหมือนฟองขายของเนี่ยสมูทตี้เบบี้เฟสครับสครับไม่มีฟองเป็นหยดเนื้อใช้แล้วสวยล้างแล้วสระติดไปไม่ยอม
ค้างเลยใหม่สมูทตี้เบบี้เฟสครับหน้าไม่มัน
ก็เนี่ยเอาคืนไปเลยฉายหน้าไม่มันจริงผมไปถ่ายมีมาพุ่งกลับเขาไม่ชอบหน้าผม
ว่าชอบแบบไหนอะ
คนหน้ามัน
ทำไรอะ
ทำหน้ามัน
ทำไรนะ
ทำหน้ามัน
หน่อยทำจริงพุ่งกลับกับพวกไง
บอกให้ทำหน้ามันหน้าไม่มันเลยทำหน้ามันเลย
บ้าน
ไปเลยไปขาย
สมูทตี้เบบี้เฟสสครับไม่มีฟองช่วยควบคุมความมันได้ดีกว่าเดิมใช้แล้วหน้าไม่มันยืนยัน
นอนยันเลยใหม่สมูทตี้เบบี้เฟสครับก่อนใช้ทุกวัน
พี่อ้อยหนูเลิกจะเต้นแล้ว
ทำไมอ่ะ
พ่อหนูชอบใช้ของถึงแล้วคนอื่นอ่ะ
ติดน้ำก่อน
ร้อนหิวข้าวได้แต่กุญแจ
สมูทตี้เบบี้เฟสครับใช้นะใช้ได้ทุกวันเลยชอบใช้ไงสมูทตี้เบบี้เฟสครับไม่มีฟองอ่อนโยนต่อผิวหน้าใช้ได้ทุกวันใช้เลย
เปิดด้วย
เปิดเองใหม่สมูทตี้เบบี้เฟสครับต่อซ้ำซาก
เป็นไรเป็นสิวไม่หายสักทีสิวเรื่องเล็กไหนก่อนพี่ดูไม่ทันดูทีแต่แล้วก็กลับมาเป็นอีกสมูทตี้เบบี้เฟสครับที่ไม่มีฟองช่วยลดสิ่งสกปรกที่อยู่ตามสาเหตุหนึ่งของการเกิดสิวซ้ำซาก
เอาไม่หายแล้วพี่ดูนี่นะ
สวยใหม่สมูทตี้เบบี้เฟสครับ
right time. Yes, once I had a strange love, a pure but very clean love, a love that burned like fire through a field. And once I had a strange love, a publicly acclaimed love, the kind of love that still gives you. And then there was that strange love, that vulgar and profane love, the kind of love that we don't talk about. You see, I've had some strange love, some good, some bad, some pain love, some so love, and c'est la vie. But just let me proclaim love, that out of all this strange love, you're the strangest love I've ever known.
Okay, that's the reel, and thanks for being here very much indeed. And, you know, I must say, I think it's my personal favourite. I think most people like the dance, and some people like the Happiness Factory, and some people like this one.
But your favourite is smoothie?
Yeah, but all the Coca-Cola are very good. This one's very good. Birdman's very good. Happiness Factory. This one, Axe Crashes, is fantastic. Happy Dent is fantastic. And also I love the Impulse campaign. So I think it's very good.
We come from
6 weeks ago. I thought, oh dear, last year was fantastic, which it was, and this year maybe not so good. But now I think it's a fantastic year too.
We come from Spain, but there's no Spanish at this moment. No Spanish spot in this. What can be the reason on
this is unusual.
Quality?
No.
It's unusual. Okay.
It's unusual because Spain is very strong and there's some good work.
Okay.
There's a lovely commercial for Mercedes.
The Mercedes and Solo.
For example, but there's good stuff, very good stuff from Spain.
Okay.
Yeah, and very good print from Spain as well, from Coca-Cola and so on. So.